This is a good way to keep him around via flashbacks. Now, granted, we didn't need to have the death scene again, you sick but still, he's got rollerblades in a casual business suit, holding himself up with an umbrella. The level of autism and aura this man is radiating is pretty much next level. I'm telling you, I refuse to be told this is a mid shonen. This is pure fire. Drop a like, show your support. Subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon's where you're going to catch all my full live reactions and other exclusives. So, loved episode 1. Love episode 2 even more. Top to bottom, this show speaks to me. And before I get those people, but what about this cliche? What about this? Listen, all of the great, modern shonens that have come out, whether that's a Jujutsu Kaisen, a Demon Slayer, and the likes, they've all had elements of cliches and stuff at the start on top of their own unique ideas as well. And that's what I'm seeing with this. Yeah, I can be like, oh, here's some of the shonen humor, the class humor and stuff like that, or the way they present some of the character archetypes. But it's not like they're just those archetypes and just those tropes. Like the fact that, look at the MC as an example. He is the embodiment of shonen MC. I'm gonna do this, I'm hot-headed, I know what I'm gonna do. Immediately got put in his place by Teach, who's out here rollerblading for efficiency and somehow also aura farming. It's an odd combo to say the least. And after getting kind of his ass beat, he begs. He's like, not in this pathetic way. He's like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna say I'm gonna be him, but yeah, I want you to teach me. That usually would take quite a few episodes to beat that into a character like this head, but he very quickly is like, if I'm gonna want to avenge Pops, you're the guy to teach me. The entire episode, whether it's the almost blend of Carnage meets Chainsaw Man when he's in his blood form, to now seeing how they're actually able to do blood-bending magic. We don't need to completely transform into the Blood Devil. No, we can also just do weapons. So he scrapes his hand on the ground and turns it into this giant rocket shotgun. I don't even know. It was awesome. I still really like the 3D. Sometimes it's more noticeable that it's 3D. Other times it's so seamless you can't really tell unless you really pay attention. But the blood effects make it not feel like a weird abomination. It feels like, oh no, this is a monstrous thing. It should look a little weird, a little unnatural. And just in general, I had such a fun time. And not to mention, this episode pretty much kickstarts with the teacher killing the main character, or at least knocking him out so hard that the Blood Devil thing has to take over. And then it ends the actual episode with, okay, so we're gonna play a game of tag. This feels like Assassination Classroom right now, and it's like, okay, yeah, but what happens if we kill you? You know what I mean? Oh, if you kill me, you can go wherever you want in this organization and you'll graduate. Alright, bet. Yeah, but here's the thing. If they don't get to the right objective in time, they'll be expelled. They came out of the gate swinging with the biggest level stakes possible for a battle shonen to have. And already, I'm in love with this cast of characters. I would say out of the group of students, right? And it's not like we're in some weird high... they all feel like they're relatively older and not as socially awkward as you would normally see in these types of series. But the idea that half of them feel like a character or trope I've seen before, and the other half I can't quite put my finger on, but they probably remind me. But very clearly, like I said, that's just the intro hook. They're all going to clearly do their own things as we explore, but so many people are so quick to write off a series, and it's so weird to me because I feel like shonens and isekai, those are the two groups of series, whether manga, light novels, anime, whatever, that get wrote off the quickest. You can have the romance community, as an example, will have the same king intro to every goddamn series, and the romance community will give it 3 volumes before they say if it's cliche. But a battle shonen, an isekai, oh, does that character look like Kirito? Oh, is that character slightly looking like Natsu and acting like Natsu? Oh, it's just mid. Let's just write it off. And I just don't get it. I'm the type of person that, yes, I want the thing that I'm watching to immediately, at the very least, entertain me. Because if I'm bored, I will drop it. I will move on to something that will immediately catch my interest. If we're lucky, the average human might live till they're 80. Do you really think I want to waste my precious time hoping things get good? Absolutely god not. Instead, I will immediately go watch and play and read and whatever things that immediately hold my interest to some degree, or at least have my curiosity. So if there are people who just genuinely don't, they're like, hey, the tropes and cliches, they bore me. That's perfectly fine. I get that. But the idea of like, oh, you know, it didn't immediately just completely slap its stick on a table and say, we're unlike anything we've ever seen. Like, I can probably count on one hand the number of shows this year so far. And granted, we're like 3/4 of the way through the year in terms of all the shows that are going to be coming out anime that truly came out swinging with something I've never seen before. Everything else will, yes, remind me of so-and-so, but it's all about how you execute those ideas. And in 2 episodes, while there are an abundance of cliches and tropes, no one should deny that. I like how they're using those. It's like they're taking the tropes and cliches I enjoy about this types of, like, series and mediums, and doing it in a fun way, while also sprinkling in so many fun new ideas. Like, in your face, aggressive, I'm the best, I'll be the best he is. He also doesn't fit into that generic box where he just is like, I can do no wrong and I'll always power up. No, he's gonna learn a lot. He'll succeed, but he's also gonna fail. The fact that he was able to quickly observe, like, okay, for him, he had no idea how to use any of this Oni blood stuff. He saw him, he basically had the Annie from Attack on Titan ring where she can, like, cut herself. He did that in order to do his, like, blood umbrella. He's like, okay, bet. And then he scrapes his hand and he turns it into a gun. He's a very quick learner, but imagine what he'll be able to do when he actually learns properly. But yes, he's also kind of an idiot. He barges in, oh, why are you wearing a mask? You got hay fever? Give me a tissue. Oh, you're being rude. Like, he definitely has that arrogant personality that you see in these shonen MCs, but not in a way that infuriates me. Would I understand some people not liking his personality? Absolutely. But there's so many different things they're doing on top of a really fun production. Yeah, sometimes the 3D's noticeable, but not in a way that it looks ugly. We're dealing with blood manipulation. Absolutely make that shit like, it's almost like goo. It's like 3D slime moving around and stuff. It's really gross. It's really cool. It's just, I don't know. It's quirky. It's fun. It reminds me of why I like battle shonens, but also clearly trying to set up something new. And I've been told by source readers last week that, damn, they love the source material and it only gets better. So if I'm loving what is considered to be the slow stuff at the start of this series, I'm probably gonna absolutely love and adore the actual amazing content of the series. I get that this won't be for everyone. I just think too many people are so easy to write off stuff because it reminds them of so-and-so. And it's like, it doesn't even give me the impression the reminding is bothering them. They're fine with it, but it's like, because they've seen it before, it's almost like, no, we can't give it a shot to see how it evolves. And it's just such a weird thing, because it really does feel like shonen fans and isekai fans are the most critical of it looking too much like the same, even though it almost always does evolve past that familiarity. It may not become a masterpiece, but it always evolves for the most part. And then you got romance fans who eat up the same slop every season that, like, doesn't change at all. And I can appreciate it. It's just, I wish maybe that enthusiasm could spread to other fandoms, but I digress. You let me know your thoughts down below. I personally think episode 2 even better than episode 1, but you let me know what you're feeling down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell so you can stay up to date on everything I upload, and Patreon is where you're going to catch my full live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. So today we got Aliceum, Lunchbox Slayer, Blue Wizard, Annoying Waffle, Jama Boo, Anne, Talday Golwait, One Piece Man, Nicholas Wilhelm, and we also have Francis Mondra. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You all have a good one.